While most people are still figuring out their careers in their 20s, a select few have already built billion-dollar empires. We're talking about individuals who've accumulated more wealth before age 30 than most countries' GDP. These aren't trust fund babies or lottery winners. These are self-made billionaires who've revolutionized entire industries, created global platforms used by billions, and built fortunes that most people can't even comprehend. The youngest among them achieved billionaire status at just 21 years old. But here's what's truly mind-blowing. Their combined net worth exceeds $200 billion, and they're just getting started. Today, we're counting down the first 5 of the 10 youngest self-made billionaires in the world, revealing how they built their empires and what drives them to keep pushing boundaries. Starting our countdown at number 10 is Sergey Brin, co-founder of Google, who became a billionaire at age 30. With a current net worth of $54 billion, Brin represents the ultimate tech success story. Born in Russia and immigrated to the United States as a child, Brin met Larry Page at Stanford University during their PhD studies. Together, they developed a revolutionary search algorithm called PageRank that would change how the world accesses information. What started as a university research project became Google in 1998, operating out of a garage in Menlo Park. The company's initial focus was simple: organize the world's information and make it universally accessible. But Brin's vision extended far beyond search engines. When Google went public in 2004, the company was valued at $27 billion, instantly making Brin one of the youngest billionaires in history. But that was just the beginning. Under his leadership, Google expanded into email, maps, mobile operating systems, and cloud computing. Today, Alphabet, Google's parent company, is worth over $900 billion, making it one of the most valuable companies in human history. Brin's 6% stake in the company, combined with his other investments, so made him the 10th richest person on Earth. But Brin isn't just collecting wealth, he's investing in the future. His focus has shifted to Alphabet's experimental projects, including self-driving cars, life extension research, and space exploration. For Brin, billions aren't about luxury. They're about funding humanity's next breakthrough. At number 9 is Eduardo Saverin, Facebook's forgotten co-founder who became a billionaire at age 28 with a current net worth of $10 billion. Saverin's story is one of the most dramatic in Silicon Valley history. As Mark Zuckerberg's Harvard roommate and Facebook's original business manager, Saverin provided the initial $15,000 funding that launched the social media giant. He handled the business side, while Zuckerberg focused on coding, making him essential to Facebook's early success. However, as Facebook grew and moved to Silicon Valley, tensions arose between Saverin and Zuckerberg. In a move that would later inspire the Social Network movie, Zuckerberg diluted Saverin's ownership stake, effectively pushing him out of the company. But Saverin fought back with a lawsuit that secured him approximately 5% of Facebook's shares. When Facebook went public in 2012, those shares were worth billions. Today, as Facebook has evolved into Meta, with a market cap exceeding $800 billion, Saverin's stake continues to grow. Interestingly, Saverin renounced his US citizenship in 2012 and moved to Singapore, reportedly saving hundreds of millions in taxes. He's since become a prominent venture capitalist in Southeast Asia, investing in the next generation of tech startups. What makes Saverin's story fascinating is how a bitter legal battle turned into one of the most profitable investments in history. His 5% stake in Facebook has generated returns that most venture capitalists can only dream of. Number 8 is Dustin Moskovitz, another Facebook co-founder who achieved billionaire status at age 26 with a current net worth of $11 billion. As Zuckerberg's Harvard roommate, Moskovitz was instrumental in Facebook's early development. Serving as Facebook's first chief technology officer, Moskovitz built much of the platform's early infrastructure. His coding skills were crucial in scaling Facebook from a college network to a global platform serving millions of users. In 2008, Moskovitz made a bold decision. He left Facebook to start his own company, Asana, a project management platform. While he retained his Facebook shares, he wanted to build something new from scratch. Asana has grown into a billion-dollar company used by teams worldwide to manage projects and collaborate effectively. But Moskovitz's wealth primarily comes from his Facebook shares, which have appreciated dramatically as the company has grown. What sets Moskovitz apart is his commitment to philanthropy. He's pledged to give away the majority of his wealth during his lifetime, focusing on global health, criminal justice reform, and effective altruism. For Moskovitz, billions represent responsibility rather than luxury. His approach to wealth is refreshingly different from typical billionaire behavior. Instead of buying yachts and private islands, he's funding malaria prevention, prison reform, and artificial intelligence safety research. He believes his generation of tech billionaires has a moral obligation to solve humanity's biggest problems. At number 7 is Bobby Murphy, Snapchat's co-founder and chief technology officer, who became a billionaire at age 27 with a current net worth of $3 billion. Murphy's story demonstrates how technical brilliance can create massive wealth. While studying at Stanford, Murphy met Evan Spiegel in a fraternity. Together with Reggie Brown, they developed an app called Peekaboo, later renamed Snapchat, that allowed users to send photos that would disappear after viewing. The concept seems simple, but Murphy's technical execution was brilliant. He built the infrastructure that could handle millions of disappearing messages while maintaining user privacy and security. This technical foundation became Snapchat's competitive advantage. When Facebook offered to buy Snapchat for $3 billion in 2013, Murphy and Spiegel turned it down. They believed their platform was worth more and had greater potential. They were right. Snapchat went public in 2017, and despite various challenges, the platform now serves over 400 million daily active users. Murphy's technical leadership has been crucial in developing new features like augmented reality filters and SnapMap. Unlike many tech billionaires who become public figures, Murphy maintains a low profile, focusing on product development rather than publicity. His wealth comes from his significant stake in Snap Inc., which continues to innovate in social media and augmented reality. What's remarkable about Murphy is his dedication to the technical craft. While others chase headlines, he's building the infrastructure that powers one of the world's most popular social platforms. Number 6 is Evan Spiegel, Snapchat's CEO and co-founder, who became a billionaire at age 25 with a current net worth of $3 billion. Spiegel's journey from Stanford dropout to billionaire CEO is a masterclass in vision and persistence. Born into wealth in Los Angeles, Spiegel could have lived comfortably without working. Instead, he chose to drop out of Stanford just credits short of graduation to focus on Snapchat full-time. This decision seemed risky, but Spiegel believed in his vision. The idea for disappearing messages came from Spiegel's understanding that people wanted to share moments without permanent consequences. While others saw this as a limitation, Spiegel saw it as liberation from the permanent nature of social media. Spiegel's leadership style is notoriously demanding. He's known for his perfectionism and attention to detail, often rejecting features that don't meet his standards. This approach has kept Snapchat innovative, while competitors copy their features. The company's IPO in 2017 was one of the largest tech debuts in history, valuing Snapchat at $24 billion. Despite facing intense competition from Instagram and TikTok, Spiegel has kept Snapchat relevant through constant innovation. What's remarkable about Spiegel is his long-term thinking. While other social media platforms chase short-term engagement, he's building Snapchat as a camera company, investing heavily in augmented reality and hardware development. His vision extends beyond social media to augmented reality, believing that AR will fundamentally change how humans interact with the digital world. This forward-thinking approach has positioned Snapchat as more than just a messaging app. But these 5 billionaires are just the beginning. The top 5 youngest self-made billionaires include stories that are even more incredible. From Irish brothers who revolutionized online payments and became billionaires as teenagers, to a 29-year-old who built a checkout company worth $11 billion. We're talking about the Collison brothers from rural Ireland who sold their first company for millions while still teenagers, then built Stripe into a $95 billion payments empire. There's Ryan Breslow, who dropped out of Stanford to solve e-commerce checkout problems and became worth over $1 billion by age 29. And then there's Mark Zuckerberg, the Harvard dropout who built Facebook in his dorm room and became a billionaire at just 23 years old, now worth $68 billion and still revolutionizing how humans connect. But at number 1, the youngest self-made billionaire in history achieved this status at just 21 years old, building a $1 billion empire using nothing but social media and cosmetics. Her story will shock you and completely change how you think about modern entrepreneurship. The fortunes get bigger, the stories get wilder, and the ages get younger. You won't believe who claimed the top spot and how they did it. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell because part 2 is dropping soon, and you don't want to miss the most incredible young billionaire stories ever told. Trust me, the top 5 will blow your mind. This is Real Rich Life Reports, where we explore how the ultra-wealthy build their empires. Part 2 is coming soon with the 5 youngest self-made billionaires who will make these fortunes look small.